Yeah, I decided I want to do a video today about the Bilderberg show. Yeah, that's right. The 2019 Bilderberg show and press for propaganda. I mean, yeah, mainstream media propaganda, press for truth. That's right. Let's see, alternative media, press for truth, mainstream media, press for truth. Oh, yes, they're one and the same. They sure are. Don't let this guy sucker you. Don't let this guy fool you. He wants you to believe he's alternative media. He wants you to believe he's tired of the lies from the mainstream media, okay? And so he's going to be the real McCoy. Yeah, he sure is. He's going to be another Hollywood actor, another stooge, another sellout, sold out to the tool. That's right. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at a guy here that has sold out his country and his people for his own personal gain. And of course, he don't expect you to know that. He's going to lie to you and lie to you because that's our new norm in today's society is to lie and to lie and to tell more lies and to tell more lies and more lies and then more lies and some more to cover that up and some more over here to cover that one up and some more over here to cover that one up. And I could go on all day with that. And I wanted to point out something else here. Here he stands next to his buddy. You all know who this is, right? You all recognize that mug? Yeah. We are change. Lou Podolsky, the man that set up Cassie Dill. Yeah, the man that set up. I'm not lying to you, I'm telling you the fact. See, once upon a time, there was a female on YouTube who called herself Cassie Dill. Okay? She done political videos and she done some feminist videos preaching against feminism. Okay, and political videos, and she had her crew of guys and shit that she ran with, and they would go to political rallies, and they would go to these events, and they would film, and she would do personal videos herself, and she had a couple confrontations on YouTube a few years back with people attacking her, blah, blah, blah. And I stuck up for her a couple of times myself, and she literally called into my radio show. She sure did. And was on my radio show for about an hour. Yes, sirree, Cassie Dill. And then one day, Cassie Dill got a little bit more constantly going to the rallies, and she got to meet We Are Change. She got to meet him, yep. She was at the rally, and she got to meet this guy right here, Lou Podolsky, We Are Change. Well, Lou Podolsky, he took her up on Reuters. He put her on TV, man. Okay, she's probably flying high. She was so proud of being on TV. And I watched the news footage when she was on TV. And she was sitting there. Lou Podolsky was there. And the reporter for Reuters asked some questions. They were going to go on a Saturday, this is the middle of the week, to the park across the street from the Capitol in Washington where the president's at. And they were going to set up a lemonade stand and sell lemonade for a quarter cup, what have you, right? And because the controversy was all over at the time about children being shut down for having Kool-Aid or lemonade stands around America. This is what was going on at the time in all your major mainstream media news and stuff that was going on. And for people who are around, you might remember when children were being stopped from having stands. So Cassie Dill's going to go over set this lemonade stand up right across the street from the Capitol in the park. And Lou Podolsky's sitting there and he says, yep, and he's all for it. And then the reporter asked Lou, so are you going to be there with Cassie and her crew on Saturday? And Lou says, I sure am. Okay, so Saturday came. Yep, Cassie and her crew showed up. They set up the table. They got the lemonade made. They set it all up. Isn't this how it always works? No, there is no cost from that number in the middle of the video. Anyhow, so they got it all set up and they started selling Kool-Aid. But guess who was never there? Guess who never, ever, ever showed up? This man right here. But you know who did show up? The cops. And you know what the cops did? They arrested Cassie and her whole crew, handcuffed them, and took them off. Now, this man never showed up. This man never spoke of the incident ever again. Not only that, but Cassie Dill, after she got out of jail, came up and did one video and talked about what happened when she was in jail. And she got out. She had to go to court and what she was facing. And then Cassie Dill stopped doing political videos completely. And Cassie Dill disappeared. And then she came back up several months later and would do a video here and there. And they were totally off-topic videos. They had nothing to do with political, nothing to do with feminism, nothing to do with what she was doing for so long. She no longer attended rallies. They scared the shit out of her and scared her off from opening her mouth. And we know, see, our today's society, if you're a female and you got any halfway looks to you, and you come up and start speaking out, even a female that don't have half looks, if you're that gender in today's society, you can be that gender and have no talent, no skills, no nothing, and have thousands and thousands of subscribers from all of these desperate men. Because that is how messed up our society is. Cassie Dill had lots and lots and lots and lots of fans, and she wasn't a bad-looking female. She had subscribers through the roof. She drew attention. So, the moral of the story is this. This guy is a criminal. He's part of the establishment. We are change as a psyop. And he is the front man for that psyop. He, like he, has sold out his soul for the tool. Okay? That's who he is. He's a criminal. Now, in this 2019 Anna Polka blah, blah, blah that Mark Passio went to over in Mexico, there was a guy who came up in line when that was over and did a video who was very upset because he was at the 2018 thing. He done his thing that he does. He wanted to get the truth out there. He wanted to stop the criminals, stop what's going on. And he done his thing and he got some kickback for some money for going and for doing his thing. And now 2019, he's back for the following year to do it again. He had it all set up, was all approved. He got there, he was approved to do it. He had some last minute things to do for the final approval. And while he was waiting, he sat around and he met Lou Podolsky. He sure did. He met this gentleman right here, this criminal, this con artist. Okay? And he sat around the table and had a good, he told you, he said openly in the video, he sat there for a couple hours chatting with Lou Podolsky. Okay, then Lou Podolsky went on his way with his day, and he went on his way with his day. And then he finds out his spot was canceled. He's not getting any money. That's right. And he's not allowed to do what he was going to do. He's not allowed to speak. He was shut down. He was pissed and he was upset, and he done a live video, a live stream. He done a video telling people what happened to him, and he was trying to figure out why he got canceled, what happened to him. And I don't think he ever figured it out. I've done a reply video to his video that's buried in my list of videos here on my channel. I'm sure if you go back to that Anapokal thing from 2019, it's the only one I got on my channel, you can watch my reply to that guy. Because it's still up. Okay? I know what happened to the guy. The same thing that happened to Cassie Dill. This guy was not part of the establishment. This guy is like me. This guy actually cares and wants what's right. And wants to stop the corruption. And he thought he was talking to We Are Change. He thought this guy was like him. That he actually cared about the corruption and what was going on. And he spilled his heart out to this guy, who then went and done his job. His job is to stop anybody that's not part of the system, that hasn't sold their soul out to evil, that hasn't been bought and paid for, is to bring them to a stop so the public don't hear them. And this is what this guy does. This is what he done to Cassie Dill. And this is what he done to that guy. This guy is a complete piece of shit, a fraud. For all of you people who like Lou Podolsky, you need to firmly take your head out of your you-know-what. This guy is part of the system. He sold his soul to the Rothschilds. Yeah, I said Rothschilds. This guy is in bed with that country we're not allowed to talk about. That country you're not allowed to boycott. Do I need to say any more? He is in bed with them. This guy's a sucker just the same. Neither one of these guys can be trusted whatsoever. Anything he reports, you might as well go watch ABC, CBS, Fox, or CNN. It's the same coverage with a different mask on it. That's all. It's the same entity with a different mask on it. This is a sellout. This is a sellout. These are both traitors. These are both deceivers and liars. Okay? And now let's get to the crux of the meat here. We are at the Bilderberg. Yeah. Show. What do you mean, show? The Bilderberg is real. Yes, it is. And it's also being used for a show. A movie. Yeah. Might as well say a comedy. Oh, maybe you don't like comedy. Okay, drama. It's a drama movie. Could be a thriller movie. Could be action. But it's a show. Why am I saying this is a show? Because let's look at the reality. We know the Bilderberg Group is real. We know that these guys get together and go here and they make plans in secret, like Masons. That's right. That's going to take people's lives, freedoms. That's going to destroy millions of people's lives because they're criminals. And we all know this. And every year, we show up to help make them famous for doing that very thing. We don't stand up and stop them. We don't take them to jail. We protect them. The order followers wearing the badges and driving the cars with the bubble gums on it. You know, them order followers that are also treasonous traitors. Yeah. Because if you was doing your job, we all know what this group of people are doing. We would let them all get together and we would barge in there and we would lock their bastard asses up, excuse my language, and we would break down their door, their meeting. We would handcuff them all and stuff them, and we would never let them out on bond. There would be no bond to get out. And the show would be over. But that's not what happens. Every year, like clockwork, very faithfully, you show up and do the Hollywood show. That's what this is. They want you to believe that this year they tried to hide the location, waited to the last minute to release it, that he barely made it to it himself, so that we can run up alongside him with our cameras and we can ask him questions. A show. A script. You know these people are behind the evil that you know they're behind, but where's our district attorneys that are supposed to investigate this stuff that should be bringing these people up on charges? Where's law enforcement and the justice system at to stop these people? Just imagine if me or you and a group of guys got together and we were planning on heisting a bank or shooting and killing some government officials or whatever, you know, or we were planning on collapsing a country. If we got together and we called ourselves, I don't know, them are the Bilderbergs, right? Okay, the Demolisherbergs. And we had a meeting, and we told the public we're going to have this meeting, and we're going to be talking about secretive things that's going to destroy and kill and maim. Okay? Do you suppose we would get the justice system's protection? Do you suppose every year we could have publicity and be protected so that we could have our meeting and make our plans and walk out the door and be responsible for putting thousands of people out of a job and maybe killing a bunch of innocent people over in another country, maybe ravaging and salvaging a bunch of money? And you all knew that we were making plans to do this, but you wouldn't step in our way, right? Right, prosecutors? Right, feds? Right, justice system? You would never do your job and step in our way. You wouldn't investigate us. You wouldn't have us watched and tagged and followed. And write down anybody they associated with and follow them as well. No, you wouldn't do that, right? So we could just get by with it, right? Not. No, we'd be in jail so fast our head swam. And the meeting would be abruptly stopped. But here we are with Bilderberg's Hollywood stage show going on again this year. And what are we doing about it? We're doing the same thing we do every year. We're giving them some publicity. We're having a show. We're having a movie. That's right. This is Gilligan's Island. Oh, no. This is Mayberry RFD. Oh, yo, okay. I know you think I'm crazy right now the way I'm talking. But that's what you're looking at. You're watching Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Gilligan's Island. Okay, what show do you like? You pick out the show you like, and that's what you're watching. Because that's all this is a show. It could be nothing more. And don't you like how every year we mysteriously have information from the secret meeting that just mysteriously gets leaked? That's right. We always have an insider that's going to leak some of this secret information to you, the sheeple. And once more, where's the prosecutors? Where's the FBI? Where's the prosecutors? Where's the investigation? Oh, it's the same place 9/11's was. Non-existence. So, that's why I wanted to do this video. So, to the heads up, to press for propaganda, right here, you know, Mr. Press for Propaganda, you know, Mr. Mainstream Media himself, who's suckering you all, and all of you people who believe he's an honest, good man are suckers, okay? And for all of you people who believe he's a good man, he's Lou Podolsky. Suckers! See, Lou Podolsky's doing his job just fine. He shut Cassie Deal down. He shut this other gentleman down, and here's just this year, right in your face, behind the guy's back. That's why he wasn't allowed to speak. That's why he didn't get no money. That's why he was gone. Because he sat at a table with this man right here. And he wasn't part of the establishment. And he wanted what was right. He was real, like me. So this piece of parasite right here, this piece of shit, excuse my language, this turd, put him to a stop, the same as he did to Cassie Dill. And this creep, mainstream media, is hanging with the turd. So what you got is the two turds. That's right, you got the two turds right here. I think there's a third one in here, so you got the three turds. We'll fast forward a little bit here. Yep, see, you got a whole list of turds right here. See them all? Oh, and there's that big turd again, that Lou Podolsky guy. He's having a blast. Of course he is. He's making all kinds of money being in bed with that country that we can't boycott. And you can take that to the bank. With that being said, I'm on out of here. You all have a good one.